Welcome to Yoga to Ease Back Pain. This practice will really help you to ease any tension in the lower, middle and the upper back. As we move through the practice, just really be mindful. You don't want to be feeling any pain or tension. You want to be just releasing into the postures and easing that pain. So just back off, take it slow, take it easy. So come to sit on your mat with your legs wider than the mat and your big toes together. And we'll just come into extended child's pose. So I want you to try and make this pose a little bit active. So rather than just dumping down into the child's pose, I want you to lift your elbows off the mat and really press your hands into the mat as you start to take focus on your breath, on your inhale and your exhale. Inhale. Bring that breath from the belly, the chest, the throat. Exhale, imagine the breath going over the top of the head and all the way down your back body, down your spine to your tail. Inhale, draw the belly in slightly as you come all the way up with the breath. Heart, chest, throat. And exhale all the way over the back of the body, releasing the hips even further. So just notice how this inhale and exhale feels with these strong arms. And then take your fingertips over to the right, interlacing the fingers, so left hand on top of right hand. Interlace the fingers and then drop yourself back down just into a twist variation. Notice how this feels. If it's too much with the head down on the mat, then just lift it up slightly. Then we'll come over to the left, so right hand over left hand, interlacing the fingers. Bringing a nice stretch into the right side of the body now. Allowing the hips and the head to completely melt down into the earth. Now slowly bring yourself up. So you want to just be in tabletop, wrists under your elbows, elbows under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And then bring your right arm up and your left leg up. Breathe. And draw that right elbow to the left knee. Extend back. Inhale, draw in, cat spine. And then exhale, straighten. So really feeling that length and release. Now take your right hand down and bring your left leg across your right leg at the back. And take your gaze to your right leg. So you just want to keep that left leg straight and your toes down. Apologies, this angle of the camera isn't that great to show you for this one. So we'll do the other side. So left arm comes up, right leg comes up. Straighten, press with the hand, press with the foot. Then round and come in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow, coming back up and out. And then in cat spine as you round back. Plant that left palm down. Take your right foot behind you. Drop the toes on the mat and take your gaze to your toes. So you're just easing out tension in the lower back here. And then press yourself all the way up into downward facing dog. pressing your fingers into the mat, dropping the head, shoulders back, tailbone long and up towards the ceiling, kneecaps lifting, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe walk the dog a little bit here, coming up onto your tippy toes. Notice how that feels, and then planting the heels back down as far as you can. Then bring your right foot forward, left foot forward, heels together, feet together, round the back. Just wait here for a couple of... Just breathing into the back body, using the weight of the head to melt and let go. You may want to grab onto your elbows or simply have your fingertips on the earth. Now bring your palms to your shins and really press your palms into your knees and get yourself into a flat back. So drawing that tailbone back, and then exhale, come forward. Inhale, come back up to tabletop. Exhale, forward. So just do that a few more times in your breath, noticing how the hamstrings feel. Tight hamstrings cause back pain. And then come all the way to stand. Bring your arms up above your head, look up. And then take yourself over to your right side. Look up. Take yourself over to your left side. And bring your palms to prayer. Notice how you feel. I want you to take your gaze up now and then forward all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, bent knees. Pressing those feet into the mat as you come up for tabletop. Flat back, breathe. And then take your right foot all the way back into a lunge. So just take a moment, easing out any tension in that left leg. And then right foot comes back, inhale, flat back, exhale, forward fold. Breathe here. Now take your hands over to the right side of your mat for a twist. And then your left side of your mat for a twist. Straighten the left leg, bending the right knee. Notice how that feels in your back, in your hips. Forward fold. Take that right leg back in space. Bring it back, flat back. Exhale. Extend the left leg now. Plant the left toes down. Bring them back. Come back to flat back. Forward fold. Twist to the right. Breathe. Coming back through center. Twist to the left. Coming back through center. Take your left leg up, step the feet down into a lunge, and then come back to flat back. Right leg comes back, left leg comes back, plank, knees, chest, chin. And then take a moment, plant the palms either side of the breastbone, draw the shoulder blades in and back, and move your hips from side to side. And make a pillow with your hands. Press the palms into the mat, draw the shoulders and the elbows up and back, and gently pull your upper body up. Keep your head straight, looking down, and return. So do this a few times, coming up, coming back down. Really do it with controlled breath and really focus on drawing your belly button in and using your back muscles. Then come all the way back to child's pose, head down, elbows up. Breathing in and breathing out. Coming forward again. Easing into the pose. Bring your elbows where your palms were, so just in line with your breastbone. Plant the palms down. And then allow the head to be in line with the spine. And just notice how this feels. Let the hips be really heavy. Shoulders away from ears. Really take your focus to the back of your body, drawing your belly in. Hips heavy. And then tuck the toes. Press the toes into the mat. And then slowly see if you can come all the way back onto your elbows, pressing yourself up into forearm plank. Breathe into the back body, keep the head in line with the spine, lift the hips, and then allow the hips to come back down onto the mat. Make a pillow for your head. Move the hips from side to side, and we'll do that again. Elbows in line with the breast, fingertips down, pressing into the earth, shoulder blades back, head in line with the spine. Really pressing those thighs into the earth. And then press yourself up into a forearm plank, either knees up or knees down. Breathe. And then slowly come back into puppy pose. So you want to keep your hands where they are, but you're just drawing your hips all the way back in space. And then come all the way up to sit in hero's pose. And then come onto your knees. So you might want some padding for your knees. And you're going to take your palms to your lower back. And then all you're going to do is draw the shoulders down and draw the elbows in. And that will open up the clavicle area of your chest. Keeping that head in line or taking it back. Take your palms to prayer, sit down on your heels. Notice how you feel. Close the eyes. Connect with your breath. And then come into downward facing dog, pressing the middle finger and thumb of each hand into the mat, lifting the hips. And then right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Bring that through for a lunge. Drop the left knee. Breathe. And then inhale, sweep the arms all the way up and look up. Breathe. Take your palms to your right knee. Deepen the stretch, coming forward and back, forward and back. And then plant your palms down on the floor and come back in space. So flexing that right foot, drawing that right hip back in line with the left. Point and flex the toes, bringing some stretch into the hamstrings. And then take your right foot all the way back and press yourself back into downward facing dog. Left leg lifts now, three-legged dog. Left leg through for a lunge. Right knee down, inhale, bring the arms up. And if it feels good, look up. Hands on left knee, relaxing those hips. Breathing in and breathing out. Plant the palms. Bring that left hip back, straightening that left leg, flexing the left toes. Half splits. Just notice how this feels in your glutes, in your hamstrings. You're aiming to get your hips in line with one another. Don't forget to breathe. And then come all the way forward. Take your left foot back and press up into downward facing dog. Drop the knees onto the mat. Bring your legs in front. And then from here, flex the feet. And just take away the flesh from your bottom so that you're sitting on your sit bones. If you've got tight hamstrings, you might want a little bit of blanket underneath your bottom. So flex those feet. Bring the right knee in to the chest. Left arm up. And then you're going to turn to your right. So your right palm comes behind you. And your left hand on your right knee. Flex that left foot, drawing yourself up first, so lengthen that spine to release any tension in the back, and then you use your hands, your right hand on the ground and your left hand on your knee to turn your shoulders. Keep that length in the spine before you twist any deeper. So inhale length, exhale twist. Come back to center. Take that right foot into the left thigh. Drop the knee. Inhale the arms up. And exhale forward fold to your left foot. And then take a bind, wherever that may be. Could be your knee, your shin, your foot, your toes. And once you've got your bind, you can slightly round your back and drop the head. Now focus on that right leg. Focus on that right hip. And inhale, come up. Extend the right leg. Bring the left knee into the chest. Take your left hand behind you. Right arm up. And then you want to twist to the left. So get that length first. Draw that knee in, your left knee. Flex the right foot. Drawing the energy up the back of your spine as you inhale. And as you exhale, deepen the twist. Drawing your left shoulder blade back behind you. And your right shoulder blade in front of you. Drop the left knee, foot into your thigh, inhale, arms up, exhale, forward fold over that right foot. So once you get your maximum stretch, take a bind, knee, shin, foot, toes. And then drop the head. You can round the upper back slightly, allowing that left hip to open. And release. Come into butterfly pose. Bring both of your feet together. Hold on to your ankles. And then on an inhale, I want you to really lengthen your spine. And then on an exhale, take your elbows outside of your shins. And start to press your shins into your elbows and your elbows into your shins. So you don't want to be rounding too much here. This movement wants to come from the lower back. Keep your head in line with your spine. Opening out the hips where we feel the tension, and release. And slowly come down onto your back, knees bent, feet planted firmly on the ground. Take your fingertips to the back of your feet, plant the palms, and lift up into bridge pose. If you're familiar with bridge pose, interlace the fingers behind you, tuck the shoulders, and pop your pinky fingers on the mat. If you're not so familiar with bridge, just come up to where you can, pressing the palms into the mat, lifting the hips as high as you can. Breathing in and breathing out. And then slowly, bone by bone, release the hands, release the spine back down to the mat wherever you are. Hug the knees into the chest, rock from side to side. Take a nice big deep breath in and bring your nose to your knees, drawing yourself into a really tight ball. And then release down. Come into your Shavasana pose, ideally traditional Shavasana with your legs apart, wider than the mat, your feet heavy. Your arms away from your body, palms facing up. And slowly start to deepen your breath. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, bringing your attention back to your body, back to the mat beneath you, and back to the room that you are in. And then we'll slowly take ourselves onto our right side, and then push up into a seated position. We're going to do 3 breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Palms to prayer. Inhale. 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 Bring your thumbs to your third eye and we bow. Namaste. And thank you for your practice, yoga to ease back pain. I do hope that this practice has really helped your back pain. My name is Suzanne Lawson.